Black people and people of color in the queer community aren't seen by white queers as queer as they are. On almost every occasion where I've been discussing my queerness or my experiences with queerness with white gays, they speak to me in a condescending way and they treat me as if I am a straight person imposing on a queer subject because they don't see us as queer as them. Queerness is seen as something that is white and a way to compare oppression, and it's used to compare oppression. So it's impossible for white gays to see us as gays.
This sounds very gay.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Make it make sense, please. You can't because it doesn't. Anyway, we're back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Now, today's video is going to be a masterclass in virtue signaling. I feel like these people get folders handed to them, and they just have the same talking points that they regurgitate over and over and over again. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about in today's episode of Woke TikTok Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct?
Everything woke turns to okay? It's true.
You can't really argue with that statement. We see it constantly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back. Now, we've got a lot to get into. I'm going to dive right into it. If you're wondering what's going on the screen here, it seems like it's just another member of the LDP, damn it.
LGBTQ2+.
I'm fairly certain that is exactly what I just said. Anyway, another person of that community dressed up in clown makeup, lip syncing a song. Now, I can't obviously play the song, get hit with a copyright strike. But we see this so often as these people in that community, they put this clown makeup on, and I can tell because if you look at the earrings there, I think that's the trans flag. But when they do this, are they trying to tell us something? I don't know. I don't know. Just spitballing. Are they trying to? I don't know.
You people are a circus.
I don't understand the whole Halloween every day of the year, but anyway, potato. There's another very aggressive person about using the proper pronouns. Roll the film, please.
Nobody needs you to advocate for how difficult it is to use gender-neutral pronouns. Nobody said that the gender binary was f***ing easy. These are not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns. You will use them, or you will not refer to me. At all. If you misgender me by mistake, fix it and move on. I don't need your elaborate apology. I don't care how many times you say sorry. Just don't do it again. Moreover, if someone else misgenders me, it is never your job to tell them that it's okay. 'Cause it isn't. I get it. The discussion of the gender spectrum confuses you, and that's fine. But if you don't know anything about it, don't f***ing...
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
Just so angry. Listen, you cannot force this stuff on anybody. I mean, we've said it here before. We refuse to play in their silly little games, but they're still telling us you have to. No, we don't. Okay. This one is just all the buzzwords, all the virtue signals. It says, okay, but what does this have to do with feminism? Roll the film, please.
What does anti-capitalism have to do with feminism? A huge deal, actually. Capitalism reinforces patriarchal values and is built with patriarchal values in mind, and it is sexist and it disproportionately negatively affects women. But because it is also an extremely classist, an ableist and racist system, it then intersectionally disproportionately negatively impacts women who belong to all of those other marginalizations as well. Capitalism has to go. It has to come down in order for women to be liberated. That being said, even if it had nothing to do with women's liberation, I would still think that it needs to go because of the racism, the classism, the ableism. Capitalism is an economic model that is the enemy of social radical inclusion.
You don't want to. What are you talking about?
I told you, buzzword after buzzword after buzzword. Listen, if these people are learning this stuff in the universities, then there needs to be a complete overhaul of our college and university system. Wow. Anyway, I don't know if you guys caught former Vice President Joe Biden's speech that he gave last night. Very divisive, very reckless, and that seems to be the ongoing theme of the Democrats and the establishment. Joe Biden's been saying this insane stuff, calling MAGA Republicans semi-fascists and all this other stuff. And his diversity hire, Jean-Pierre, what's her name? Karine Jean-Pierre. She's just repeating everything former VP Joe's saying. It's not good. This is not good. But this shows roll film.
Sees as the MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights. They just don't respect the rule of law.
That's a damn lie, and you know it!
Unbelievable. This lady is a worse propagandist liar than Circleback Saki, I think. Anyway, here's another clip that she said recently that is extremely alarming as well. And they're ramping up this rhetoric for a reason. I got a good idea, but I just want to show you guys this just to be aware of what's going on, because things are going to get a little crazy, a lot crazy. But check this out. Listen to what she says, and we'll discuss it after. Roll the film, please.
And again, we see majority of Americans who disagree. And so when you are not with where majority of Americans are, then, you know, that is extreme. That is an extreme way of thinking.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
What is happening? So basically, diversity hire Karine Jean-Pierre said that if you hold views that don't go along with the majority of Americans, you are an extremist, right? I mean, she said those are extreme views. Well, I didn't get the Fauci sus. I think the majority of Americans did, right? Adult America or whoever, I don't know. I think the majority did. I think. So does that mean because I didn't get the Fauci sus that I'm an extremist? I mean, I don't. This is not good. This is not good. Keep it moving. We could be heading into some dark times, folks. Anyway, more virtue signaling here. Just buzzword after buzzword. Anyway, before I roll the film, I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Today's video is being brought to us by a very long time friend of the channel, Mike Wicker. You guys know and love him in the comment section as the Deplorable Veteran. So Mike, Deplorable Veteran, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. And thank you so much for sticking around this amazing community for so long. Greatly appreciated, Mike. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. The comment says, Fatphobia. When did white people start acting like they're oppressed for being obese? Am I teeth phobic for thinking crooked teeth are ugly? Okay. All right. Reasonable comment. Let's hear the response. Roll the film, please.
This is so... You know what's so funny about this? Fatphobia is rooted in racism. So it's so funny that you're like, why did white people start doing it? It wasn't. It was rooted. It's rooted in it's rooted in racism. This just proves that like half of you, no, like the majority of you literally is so uneducated and don't know anything. You just talk to talk. You don't even take the time to put in the effort to even look up anything. Because you know that it's rooted in racism against black, fat women! Just like the body positive movement was originally made for and by black, fat women. Why do you guys open your mouths when you don't know anything? At all. So I'm begging you and every other skinny person to shut the up. You'd think you guys would learn by now. Like, genuinely. You'd think you'd learn.
Oh, wait.
Was she a great big fat person?
What? Well, can't make sense of the nonsensical, so let's just keep it moving, please. All right, we're going to show a couple of protest clips, just to kind of show the distinctions between the two sides here. All right, so this is a Kari Lake for governor, a rally. I think it's at a college. It's being put on by a group called Students for Kari Lake, I believe it's called. Now, I think Kari Lake is fantastic. She's running for governor of Arizona. I've heard her on Steven Crowder's podcast. I've heard her on Tim Pool's podcast. I've heard her speak several times. She's fantastic. She sounds like she's the real deal. Now, of course, the left hates that. Now, so this is a protest a rally being put on by Students for Kari Lake. So this is the one single protester in this video that comes out against Kari Lake. This person you see on the screen, holding the pride flag. You'll see the other happy students that are rallying for Kari Lake in the background. This is typical. Roll the film.
Holy cow.
He's an angry elf.
It's just so typical with these people. Her sign, I know it's hard to read for our blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back and everybody else can't read it. It says F Kari Lake, but it's spelled out F Kari Lake and ex-President Trump. That's what her sign says. She's standing there holding the sign with the pride flag. Obviously, looks like a very miserable person. And then you got the two students for Kari Lake for governor, smiling, showing their pamphlets, giving the thumbs up, jumping around like, what is wrong?
Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore.
It's kind of one side of it that just yells, screams, has the cuss words on the signs, flipping people off, angry and bitter. I mean, we're all on the front lines of this culture war here and pay close attention to what's going on, and I think we could all agree the vast majority of the anger, the yelling, the screaming, the swearing, the cussing, the violence comes from one side, and not the side we're on. Keep it moving. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up fairly soon, so if you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I can't do this alone, so thank you so much for trudging ahead. And listen, if you're new to the channel, you enjoyed the video, smash that hit that subscribe button, become a member of the greatest community on the YouTubes, smash that thumbs up button, like that comment section up. You guys know I read all the comments, so thank you all so much. All right, them, theirs, I don't know. I'm going to show you guys a Time Magazine article that shows these completely made up words are making it into the mainstream. Well, we already know they are, but you'll see in a second. Roll the film.
They, them, theirs, okay? They, them, their, whatever you want to consider it, right? Let's take the first one, the, okay? This combines she, he, and they, right? They, the. That's what they said, That's what they said. Next, we got them, right? Okay, so them, that's just combining them and him. Them. I went to a movie with them the other night. Last one, theirs, okay? It's just like theirs, but also like hers. Theirs. That jacket's theirs. Everybody gets you with them, theirs today, yeah?
Get a haircut, hippie.
Wow. You guys heard that. Let's just mash words together to make up pronouns. You guys heard it. So this is a Time Magazine article that came out. This is what Time Magazine, blue check mark and everything. Time Magazine posted on their Twitter page. For our blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back, let me read the first sentence here. I see if I can get through it. Time spoke to genderqueer author and illustrator Maya Kobabe. Time spoke to genderqueer author and illustrator Maya Kobabe on about air work, EIR, air work, the efforts to restrict access to air writing, EIR, right, and what EY make of the current cultural moment. What did I just read?
That doesn't make sense.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up on this story. I don't know how true this is. I saw this on the Twitter sphere, so who knows? But this is crazy. And this kind of goes to something that happened to me last week. So it says Antifa announces they will destroy the Hells Angels. There's an article. Antifa destroys, they will destroy the racist Hells Angels. Then I saw this picture in the comment section of that thread. And I mean, this on this side, you got the Hell's Angel guy all tatted up with his cut on his leather vest. And then on the other side, you get the little skinny person. I don't know. I'll say person because I'm not sure what kind of person. With a cake with the hammer and sickle in it, and a tank top that says anti-fascist action.
These communists are all cowards.
Wow, that's a very bad idea if that's true. Now I'm gonna play this final clip. It's a this is from a few months ago, I think, at an anti-gun rally. And I'm not saying this guy's an Antifa, but this is the general build, maybe, I guess you would say, of a lot of these Antifa people we see. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, quick story. About a week ago, I was going into Dunkin' Donuts near my house, and I saw a member of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, MCs, and he just moved up to the Northeast from Florida, so he still had his Outlaws Florida patch on. And I started talking to him. He's outside. We started talking, and I'd asked him if he saw that video of Antifa going in to start trouble with the motorcycle, the biker bar out in Oregon. I'm not sure where in Oregon. Maybe it was Washington. And it turned out disastrous for Antifa. And he started laughing, and he told me some things. He said, yeah, that's, listen, that would be the worst thing Antifa, I think that would probably wipe Antifa off the map if that happened, if they went after the Hells Angels, the Outlaws, any of these people. So that's, like I said before, things are getting crazy. I don't know who these people think they are. I mean, I get it, they're backed by the feds, but come on. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. I don't think he likes guns too much. Looks like lifts weights a lot. Roll the film.
You're weak. You're weak. You'll always be weak. You need a gun because you're 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 weak. You need a bullet because your voice is small. You need a...
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.